Hello, Frontstretch family. Welcome back to another Grassroots Rundown. This time we are at Hickory Motor Speedway, and I'm joined by a special guest, ATYL Media's buddy Pulley. I'm Chase Folsom, and we were here for a Pro Late Model exclusive with the Cars Tour tonight at Hickory, a makeup for the race at Dominion that was canceled, and it was round 3 of the Harvick versus Harvick showdown. He's 3-0 now, dude. Keelan Harvick is 3-0 on Kevin Harvick. I don't know if anybody would have guessed that, but not only is he 3-0, he won the race, picked up his first Cars Tour win on the East Coast. Is this something you expected from Keelan when they announced they were doing this a couple weeks ago?
Um, honestly, Keelan, he's been super fast, right? And Kevin's been very adamant that he's still learning the pro late model himself. Honestly, though, Kevin, the strength he showed at Kern made me think that maybe it would be a little bit more of a fight in these last two, and I guess Keelan is right. Kevin's just old.
He did say that. He said, "Oh, I know, Dad's just old and out of shape." Yeah. We're like, "Whoa, okay." I just think it's incredible to see how fast Keelan is progressing as a race car driver. Turned 13 a few days ago, and he just came out here and waxed the field tonight. Led 99 laps out of 100. What are your thoughts on? I mean, we're seeing it right in front of our eyes. Him truly become a carbon copy of his dad as a race car driver. Are you surprised to see the progression that we've seen just over the course of this year?
No, because I think the Harvicks, they've done it right because they exposed them to so much racing and so much different types of racing, and the way he's been raised too. I mean, they have done an excellent job of making sure that they put Keelan in, make him comfortable being uncomfortable, right? And so I feel like for him, it's made these next steps, I don't want to say easier, but in a sense easier for him. I wanted to ask Kevin tonight if we have thoughts of moving him up to the late model stock division, but I'll save that for another time.
Before he can do that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
it's coming. He's been running limited.
Yeah. I mean, he's won in everything. But, I mean, you saw tonight, I mean, the racecraft he showed. I mean, I think both of us saw him pulling away there at the end, and we're like, dude, you're going too quick. Like, you just back it down.
Didn't matter.
That's why we're not race car drivers. I mean, yeah.
I think my favorite thing he said, I asked him, what are the keys to repeating this success here in a couple weeks when you come back for 30 grand? And he said, well, I think I need to work on saving my tires a little better. I know I won by 3.5 seconds, but I feel like I could have won by 4. That is a kid with confidence that's been around the right people for a very long time. And I asked Kevin that because he mentioned the conversations they get to have about the race car. And I said, what is his knowledge like in comparison to a regular 13-year-old? And he mentioned he's been around the right people, very intelligent people his entire life. So, and it's no knock on other people who are trying to progress their kids in the sport, but Keelan has this special circumstance where he is always surrounded by the best people. But he backs up that privilege on the racetrack by he races with respect, he's got tons of racecraft, and he puts it in victory lane. And for a kid to be put in the situation that he's put in, that's all you can ask for, and he's checking every box right now. That was a bottle. As for Kevin, podium tonight, top 3, better than I think some of us thought he would be by lap 10 when he was dropping back a little bit. What were your thoughts on his night?
He slipped back there, but I could tell like before, a little before halfway. I mean, it kind of became apparent that Kevin was keeping him in arm's reach. I mean, that's something that we've seen in the pro late model division all year long. It's a feeder series. I mean, I think you and we've talked before about how we judge these guys like the cup drivers, and they're not. So
they proved that at Caraway.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think when Kevin kind of slid back, it became apparent that he's the crafty veteran, and as soon as that last comp yellow came out, he did what Kevin Harvick did. It was just that his spawn was that much better.
That much better, that much faster, that much younger and in shape.
Yeah.
I think the key for Kevin, because you and I both, I think you talked to him after he ran the late model stock car race last year at North Wilkesboro.
Yeah.
I know I did for sure. And I caught him when he was walking out the gate. And he was not, in a talkative mood, per se. And sometimes Kevin Harvick gets in those moods where he's not in the mood to talk.
Yeah.
But I think the Kevin that we've seen this year, racing with Keelan, running the pro consistently, is just a completely different Kevin Harvick than maybe we've ever seen before. I don't know that even during his Cup career, as successful as he was, we ever saw a Kevin Harvick this happy and to be at the racetrack and just loving racing this much. And that is because there is no longer any pressure.
Yeah.
He's just out there racing with his son. He's out there to have fun, and he's watching, the product of all the work that he has put in as a parent drive away from him.
Yeah.
And I think you would agree that that's a key to why he's enjoying it and also successful behind the wheel.
Yeah, I mean, the first word that comes to mind is content.
Yeah.
I mean, when I talked to Kevin, he mentioned that, exactly. He said, look, the days of, going out here and just, it's all about winning, they're over, and so for him to, be able to come out here and we forget too, not only is he Keelan's dad, so he's proud of that, but he's also probably proud of the series. He's growing pro late model racing. He's obviously, he's taking it out west too, and that's something that he's really taken a lot of ownership of. Obviously, he's the owner of series, but he's trying to grow the pro late model class, and I think that's something that one, he's enjoying. It's helping grow the series, and two, I think he's driving, man.
Yeah, and it's in a similar sense to how Dale Jr. treats the late model stock car series.
Yeah.
It's just, and Dale tried like hell to get Kevin to bite on the late model stock cars, and he couldn't get him to do it. And now Kevin's fallen in love with the pros.
Well, the shoe's on the other foot now. Kevin's trying to get Dale to bite on the pro late models.
You think he'll do it?
Hey, Kevin said that
Dale's been adamant about the fact that he will not run a straight rail race car.
So if you go to ATYL Twitter or any of our social platforms, you can hear Kevin's answer.
Interesting. Okay. Little plug there.
Yeah. You can bleep that.
No, I don't care. Heck, we all got to succeed somehow.
Exactly.
I talked to Kevin about it, and something else he mentioned that was pretty funny. I asked him about the battle with Ben Mayer at the end of the race, and he was like, "It's so crazy because Ben raced karts with Keelan."
Yeah.
And it's just, it's got to be so cool for Kevin just to see, because he mentioned Ben was part of the coaching process for Keelan.
Yeah.
Just, it gives me a sense that grassroots racing and I guess the roots of the sport are in a healthy place because we've got people like Kevin Harvick, like Dale Jr. that are giving back to it, and there needs to be more of that. Dave Moody. Just saying. The more we invest back into this, where we are standing right now, maybe not this racetrack in particular, although it could use it, all of them, the more successful the top end of the sport will be down the line. Our cameraman's ready to go, so I got one more question for you.
All right.
We'll be back here in a couple weeks' time. There's going to be 30 grand on the line for the pro late models. I'm going to ignore the other one because they weren't here tonight.
Okay.
Who's your winner?
I think the winner is going to be enjoying it's 30 grand worth of Hunt Brothers pizza, as he told me last week after. The way he drove tonight, he's run Hickory before and other stuff. It's one of the tracks that he has a lot of experience at, and just how fast he was tonight. Obviously 30 grand will be on the line, but
there's going to be a lot more cars here.
Yes, but no better coach than Kevin Harvick, I think. So yeah, it was a great night for Harvick. I think Harvick, had a good run. Harvick dominated the night, and Harvick. I think Harvick left here pretty happy, and so did the other Harvick.
Okay, well that's a lot of Harvick. I got one other answer for you, another guy. Then we'll get out of here that has got a little coaching from Kevin Harvick recently. I think my winner is going to be Connor Jones. So, it's been pretty good here in the past.
Yeah.
It's been fast. He's due for a win. That is my race winner. They're wanting us to leave. It's time to get out of here. So, for ATYL Media's Buddy Pulley, I'm Chase Folsom. We'll be back here in a couple weeks' time for the Cars Tour Throwback Classic. Until then, so long from Hickory Motor Speedway.
Hey race fans, I'm Anthony Damcott with Frontstretch.com. If you enjoyed that Grassroots video, be sure to subscribe to Frontstretch Grassroots for more from ARCA, Cars Tour, and other homegrown racing series. And be sure to visit Frontstretch.com for all the latest great racing content.